Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brady. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Looks like he can win every battle.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Hurts. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw again. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-tap.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 2. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it here with Oliver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brady. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
As Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a third down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brady. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Oliver. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brady. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes right side. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter. That return for 6 points. We now have a game again.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Brady. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They're going to look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Point after here coming up.